is here. Just starting another round of Sly Cooper 2 Band of Thieves. I'm probably going to be cutting in and out here a little bit just because Random should be coming home soonish. So when I hear her pull up outside, I'll pause the game for a little bit. And then I'll cut out our interaction because I do need to talk to her when she gets home. Anyway, we'll just see how far we can get before she gets home. I'm kind of choosing to start this a little late just because it's my first day home in a few days, so I was just kind of relaxing. Alright, so where we left off, we just started working on Rajan for his first episode. And like with every episode except for one, you're going to start out as Sly Cooper. And the reason I say that is that there is a segment where let's just say we're not going to have the whole team for a little bit. And watch for the snake.
The only way across that river is on those conical rocks. You remember how to spider jump?
What? You think I forget one of the Cooper family's greatest thief moves? Whenever I'm near pointed objects, I just need to jump and hit the circle button to perform a ninja spire landing.
That's correct. Now let's see it in action.
Sorry guys, bad timing. Like I said, with this game, it's more like we're kind of revisiting the Sly Cooper 1 moves, and we're just reawakening certain ones at certain times. Where the heck am I going? Oh, I'm going over there, right. Rajan, I know for sure is going to have 2 episodes. Watch these elephants spraying around, because if the spotlights hit you, you're pretty much done. Anyway, they're gonna... What was I talking about? Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Rajan has, like, in this episode he only has 1 clockwork part, but somehow he actually has 2, but we don't find out what the second one is until the next episode. But I believe Rajan has both the wings and the heart, if I remember correctly. And then after we take out Rajan is our 1 episode where we're not going to have the whole gang for a little bit. But then we get, I believe it's the Clockwork Eyes.
I'll figure it out.
Anyway, I'm not trying to give away too many spoilers here. So yeah, let's just focus on one thing at a time. Whoops. Come here. Come on, Sly. Okay, now I'm on the right. This guy. Then go back around for this guy. And then get this guy. we're just gonna have to get close to the balcony
Looks like the
because
wings have been
there's two
welded onto
guards.
that statue. They look heavy. Getting the wings out of here will be a real challenge.
Okay, Rajan should be over here.
That's him. Rajan's really pulled out all the stops to impress people with this party. An electronic winch. That could be useful. Maybe you should get some shots of the guests. Another Claw Gang member. Arpeggio specializes in exotic technology.
Get back here, Nico.
That's the Contessa, a high-ranking prison warden for Interpol. She must be working undercover to expose Rajan's spice ring.
He moved. There he is.
Jean Bisson, a member of the Claw Gang and Canadian shipping baron. He owns half the trains in Canada. Carmelita's here too. She must be undercover with the Contessa to help bust Rajan.
Just need one more. There she is.
Leela, another officer undercover. Watch yourself, Sly. This party is crawling with cops. That's all the photos I need. Bring them back to the safe house and we'll start building a game plan.
Stealing the clockwork wings in the middle of a crowded ballroom is going to take some serious misdirection. And the squad of undercover cops only makes things more complicated. Although, we might be able to use them to our advantage. But no matter what we do in the ballroom, sooner or later we'll need to deal with Rajan's security chopper. Murray can take it out with some of the local armaments, but he won't be able to get inside the palace until Sly lowers the drawbridge for him.
Okay, I only have 50 right now. Good to know. So, because they all have jobs, you can kind of move in between the others as you go, but it'd be a lot easier to start with Sly's 2 missions, just because, like Bentley said, until we lower the drawbridge, we can't really do the 1 or 2 missions we need Bentley and Murray for, because, like we found out in the last episode, unlike Sly, they have to go everywhere the long way. Bentley's job, I think, is over there somewhere. Murray's, I know, is up above. So, ballroom, dance party, lowering the drawbridge. So we're going to do the lower the drawbridge one first. Just because there's a flashlight card. The lowering the drawbridge is a little bit easier than the ballroom dance party, but we're going to find out very fast that go, ransack a bunch
and I
of
can't get inside the palace unless you lower the
rooms
drawbridge.
to try to
I'd
get
love to,
a
pal, but the winch is all locked down. You
tuxedo
know where
for
I can find
Sly.
the keys?
Key guards have recently taken up positions around the palace. Sneak in, pick all of their pockets, and bring the keys back to the lockdown winch.
Let's go this way first. And of course, all the guards are flashlight guards. And much like the other, any of the episodes going forward, nice wiper. Sorry, I had a cat bounce behind me.
To lure this guard from his post. Try ringing that gong and picking his pocket when he returns to his post.
Okay, Bentley says to wait till he returns to his post to take the key, but if you wait for him to return to his post, you're not going to be able to get it. At least not without alerting him. And my recommendation when you're doing the round up the keys situation, oh crap. There we go. And remember this bridge, everybody, because we will be coming back to it. tuxedo for this party mission.
Hello, I'm here for the dance.
Hello? Sorry, sir, but we have a dress code. You got a tuxedo?
No.
Sorry, pal. No tux, no entry.
Sorry, Sly. Somehow I totally overlooked the need for formal wear. That guy's not going to let you in without a tuxedo.
Don't beat yourself up, Bentley. At a party this ritzy, there has to be a spare penguin suit around here somewhere.
Try the guest house. Someone may have overpacked.
So, this is the part where I'm gonna give Sly a break and get Murray. Not because Sly's next mission is hard, but if I do a tuxedo mission right away, it'll really speed up the missions, which if you were to just go ahead and do it, it's not like it's a huge problem. It'll just mean that we're definitely going to be ready for the second to last mission. No, it should be the last mission that we actually... No, there's two missions where we actually go into the party. But if we're not at the stage in the game where it wants us in the party house, it will have us wait.
Okay, Bentley. I'm in position inside the guest house. Have any intel for me?
Oh, well, I recommend
I
searching
kinda
all the
double
rooms. It's statistically
Guessed and
probable
just
that
decided
each
since I'm
should
away
hold
from
at
this
least
line, might as
one
well get
portion
Sly's
of a
mission
tuxedo.
What do I
done.
look for inside the rooms?
This isn't an exact science. Ransack the place until you find part of a tuxedo.
Any plan which involves ransacking is okay with me.
So there's 5 pieces we're looking for.
Attention guards, this is Lord Rajan. The party here is full swing and all visitors are now in the box. This fall, on the upper up, and all of the guests are. So be on careful lookout for problems. I don't want any bad press from this area.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, not the best way to go about that. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so all these grab-looking things are definitely
This
snakes.
is Rajan's room. Stay sharp. He's probably got extra security.
Oh, I chose the big guy's room first. Why he's staying in his own guest house, I don't know. know, at this point, if you want, you can leave, but since we kind of have Bentley's permission to just destroy the place, and we need a lot of coins to get that one upgrade for slide for later, I say go ahead and do what Bentley suggests and just ransack everything. This is a mission where we can easily get opportunities. Yeah, I think I got everything. But where did you come from? I wonder if he was one of the guards that was outside the door. And I just somehow lured him here? Now we're in a room where you've got small prize versus flashlight guard. I'll take out the flashlight guard because then it's a little less annoying to try to take him out. Because I swear it takes 5 times more than normal to get it. Hold on, guys. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's been a crazy few weeks. I just got promoted to being store manager at my store location, which is super cool and much appreciated because I've been working hard to show I can do the job and do it well. actually went just before you came home.
Oh.
But she probably needs to run off some energy. She's been super hyper.
Let's go get the school.
Sorry, Random and I were talking about the dog. Once you find your tuxedo part, you can probably safely just, leave the room if you want, but this is a good place to get a lot of coins really fast. So it's kind of more to our benefit to have the
You might need to use your stealth attack in here. Remember, the triangle button knocks guys up into the air, and the square button brings them down hard.
when you're trying to get all the different upgrades for the team, it's kind of nice to have the extra coins. Every room has different security. Some have the weaklings, some have the flashlight guards, some have the snakes, and a kind of intermixing of everything. I think it's in there. There we go. There's the boat. There's 3. Anyway, I always recommend getting the coins you can in here, just because you won't really get too much missions where you get this big volume of stuff you can break. I'm leaving a lot of the rooms open just so that way I know which rooms I've been in. So we should just need 2 more. Oh, great, there's 4 of these guys. When it comes to dealing with one of those weaklings, it's not easy. There we go, there's the shirt. Now we just need the pants. It's also just kind of soothing just to be able to destroy a bunch of stuff.
You already found the tux part in here.
Yeah, we know. Bentley gets a little impatient thinking we're gonna get caught by the guards or something. Or he thinks we're going too slow. And just like in the other room, take out the flashlight guard first and then the smoke right. anytime Bentley thinks we're taking too long, he's like, hey, you already found the tuxedo part. Why are you still in here? It's like, because we're getting clients. And having fun destroying stuff. There we go.
That's it. Now that you've got a complete tuxedo, the doorman will let you into the ballroom.
Now for this, you can either go outside this window, or you can go out the front. I usually go out a window, just to see where we are. Okay. The answer to that was not far from the balcony. Alright, so I'm gonna actually legitimately take a break from playing a slide and go get Murray, just because the Dominate the Dance Floor, well, you know what, we're close to the ballroom. The Dominate the Dance Floor mission is our way of setting up the last mission for distracting the crowd while Bentley and Murray deal with the Clockwork Wings.
You got your tuxedo now, sir?
Of course I do. I'm here to dance.
Then come on in.
Your tuxedo disguise is working perfectly. No one will recognize you in that outfit. Now, during the heist, you'll need to dance with Carmelita to keep both her and the crowd distracted. The only problem is, she's picky about dance partners, so you'll need to impress her first.
All right, I know just the girl for the job. Constable Neela, you look lovely this evening.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I used to chase after you back in Paris.
Paris? Sly Cooper? You aren't by any chance here to turn yourself in? Old Ironsides would fall out of her dress.
As good as that sounds, how about a dance first?
Enchanté. Try to memorize the steps. Now your turn. Are you using me to get at old Ironsides?
Yes, I am. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Oh, it's very graceful. If only you moved spice shipments as well. Silence.
Thank you. That was delightful.
Thank you, Constable Neela. After all, it takes two to tango.
Yes, and three is always a crowd. Neela, your friend here is quite an accomplished dancer. I tried to make him look good. Please, Neela, his skills far surpass you.
Perhaps later you and I might share a dance,
Miss Fox. Carmelita Fox. And I accept.
She has no moves, like, I forgot how funny this is. Alright. So, like I said, it really doesn't matter too much. If we get all the missions for Sly done that we can prior to the ones needed to finishing setting up the heist, whoop. Anyway, if we get all the missions done we can for Sly before the main ones for the ending mission, it is not a big deal because the game is set up to only allow you to do so many missions in a certain order to where does this go? I've actually never been down here. Look, here's a timed treasure where if we get to the safe house. Whee! Got it. There we go. I'll get this one for sure. Smoke bomb will come in handy. The rest we'll get later. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, dog intermission again. Alright. Anyway, you can only do so many missions at once
potato gun once. I'll bet it works just the same.
Hit buttons fast to keep your strength up.
When you're needing to push multiple buttons, unless there's like a button order.
Left analog stick to aim and hold down the R1 button to fire. But be careful. If you continue firing for too long, your gun will overheat, and you'll have to wait for the person to help. Try getting a shot off on that chopper. Shoot down the enemy missiles before they hit you. Boys, we're ready for the next phase. I plan to get at the clockwork wings requires the use of the electric winch above the ballroom. To get control over the device, I'll need to hack the computers in Rajan's boardroom. Plus, we'll need an extra strong saw blade to cut the wings off the statue. To make the saw blade that durable, I'll need Sly to steal the gems off the headdresses on Rajan's prize elephants. And finally, I'll take to the field with my remote control helicopter and nullify the palace's surface-to-air defenses. That should clear things up for the heist.
missions for Sly and one for Bentley. So I would say, considering Bentley is going to take all 3 Cooper gang members, let's tackle the 2 for just Sly for right now, and we'll take Bentley's on later. Because it'd be easier.
Sly, we need to find a way to get Rajan's prize elephants out of their pen.
I don't know, Bentley. That door looks pretty heavy. Maybe I can crawl in that hole under the steps and find an alternate route.
The rats you just scared went up and freaked out the prize elephants. They're now outside, rampaging around the palace.
Wow, you sure look spooked.
Job well done, Sly. Now comes the hard part. I need you to snatch the headdress jewels worn by both elephants. The jewels are firmly embedded, so keep whacking at them with your cane to knock one loose.
I'll need to make use of the rooftops to get to one of the elephants' backs, but it shouldn't be a problem.
There's 3. You can't jump on the back of the same elephant to get the rest of the jumps. Just to eliminate one of the elephants.
So you want me to crawl under each till I find it?
That's the idea.
It's okay, Boa. Didn't she scare you? Oh my gosh. Stash jumped over Boa to get behind me, and it made Boa jump.
Oh my god.
You're okay, baby. Nope, nope, nope.
I don't see any code.
Try another table. It's here somewhere.
Attention, ballroom guards. Allow no guest entry to the inner workings of the palace. This party is supposed to be legitimate, and I don't want my flawless reputation of being spoiled by some monkey who doesn't know how to run a door.
No code here. This table doesn't have a code. This is it.
Fantastic. Now, type the code into the vault's laser door entrance.
Oh, this is the one where we get to protect Bentley. Okay. I think the other one was where we're trying to take out the one guy.
Nice work. Make your way to the security lockdown switch and let in me and Murray.
Thanks for breaking us in, pal. The Murray approves.
Let's get down to brass tacks. I need to hack both the ballroom computers to get control of the electronic winch above the ballroom.
So what are me and Spy here for?
The second I enter their servers, they'll be on to us. You guys need to work together to keep the thugs off my back.
You and me, pal, side by side.
The Murray knows no fear.
Okay, I'm in. Hacking the level 6 barrier. Almost there. Got it. Moving on to the level 5 system. Okay, I'm close. Changing back to level 4 access. Almost got it. Okay, going for level 3. I'm so close. Yes, headed for level 2.
stay close to Bentley, because if you don't, you end up killing
I'm
him.
in. Hacking the level 6 barrier. Almost there. Got it. Moving on to the level 5 system. Okay, I'm close. Changing back for level 4 access. Almost got it. Okay, going for level 3. I'm so close. Yes. Headed for level 2.
I just stop saying the size tail on fire.
Almost have it. Going for level 1 access. This is tense. I can taste it. I'm unstoppable. I've got control of the winch. Back up, guys.
No problem. Me and the big guy had it covered.
Hurry. Let's hook up the direct feed and get out of here while the coast is clear.
And our exit is down here. Yeah, for some reason for this one, even though we start the mission with Sly, we don't end it with Sly. And I'm gonna take care of that later. Sorry guys, I forgot to turn the light off. There we go, that's better. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this key over here so we don't have to come back for it.
going to need free reign of the sky during the heist.
Well, be careful. Chopper parts aren't cheap.
Style has been sighted.
Hey, Bentley, use the left analog stick to steer the chopper and hit the X button to drop bombs. If you lose track of the Jeep, I'll project a holographic targeting arrow. Follow it back into the action. Launching missiles. Turn hard to dodge them. Nice flight, partner. That Jeep's out of commission and we'll have clear skies for the heist.
Okay, synchronize your watches. This heist is going to take extreme precision. Here's the plan. I'll start things off by demolishing the palace's main bridge. That should cut off reinforcements from the guest house and hopefully distract the ballroom guards standing watch over the Clockwork Wings. Sly will then take Carmelita up on her offer for a dance, and while the crowd is transfixed by their tango, Murray will lower into the ballroom on the electronic winch. Once down, he'll cut the wings free and then winch back up for an exit. Murray should then make his way out of the palace. I'll cover his exit with the RC chopper. Once he's past the drawbridge, we're home free.
Like I said last time, try your best to remember who Bentley says is going to be starting the mission. Just so that way you don't accidentally grab the wrong person and you have to start all over again. There we go. I would say if you're collecting the clues, this would be a good time to wrap that up because once we start the last mission, there's pretty much no going back. Please heavy.
Okay, Bentley. Murray and I are moving into position. You still think you could demolish something that large?
It doesn't take an engineer to figure out how to blow up a bridge. I'll start by placing charges on all of the lower cleats. Once the structure destabilizes, those retainer rings on the upper cleats should pop right off. That should enable me to bomb all of the upper cleats, which will bring it all crashing down.
Just watch your head when that thing gets unstable. We need that brain of yours in one piece.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Sly.
Last one. Now, the bridge is starting to crumble. Better watch out for falling stones. Just 2 more
question I have is how the heck
Destroyed. All the manpower
is Bentley
beneath
gonna
not
get
infinite.
back? But somehow he figures it out. The
Murray,
Cooper
you in
clan
position?
is very resourceful.
It looks like Bentley's little distraction did the trick. Initiate phase 2. I'll take care of Carmelita and the crowd. You handle the heavy lifting. Miss Fox, I believe you owe me a dance.
About time. I thought you had left.
Just waiting for the perfect moment.
You look familiar to me. Are you in law enforcement?
I often deal with police while on the job.
Ah. Yes. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Why ruin the moment?
Huh? I don't understand.
The wings! What happened to the clockwork wings?
What? How? Who could have? What? Cooper!
Well, at least he gave her a rose.
Murray, I'll cover your escape with the RC chopper. Let me worry about the guards. You just keep moving.
These things are heavy! This is tense!
After the gang and I got away with the clockwork wings, Carmelita blew her cover and started making arrests left and right. With his reputation in shambles, Rajan was forced to flee from his own party. He's now in hiding, somewhere deep in the jungle. The gang and I took a break and headed for Bollywood. It took some doing, but we eventually snuck Murray onto the set of a full-blown Indian musical. I was happy the guys got to unwind, but Rajan was still out there. And somehow, I knew things were about to get tough. It took some detective work, but the gang and I managed to track down where Rajan had gone into hiding. Somehow, we've managed to transform a long-forgotten temple into the thriving center of the spice operation, and it's there where we'll find him. The jungle, too thick to drive through, forced us to walk a long distance to our target. We ran into a few problems along the way, but pushed on. For the temple was more than just Rajan's hideout. It was also home to the Clockwork Heart. A pump so strong and tireless, it could increase spice production tenfold. Good for Rajan, but awful for the rest of the world. Hope he's not counting on that heart too much, because tonight, it comes home with me.
Alright. So, we are now about to start the first part of the second episode for Rajan, and like I said, he has a clockwork heart. Now, this episode will pretty much be like all the others. You start off as like, get some recon in, and then, okay, we're over there, got it. And then as the story progresses, it'll become more and more obvious why I said earlier that the game ends up having this split up.
Sneak into the temple and take some recon photos so I can assess the situation. Just be careful. If you get hurt, the nearest hospital is 106 miles from here. According to my map of the area, there should be a hidden passage into the temple behind that waterfall.
Nice work, Benjamin. I'll take a hidden passage over the front door any day.
Lego, you found a spice growing facility. Now, from what I know of photosynthesis, all the expensive equipment should be found at the top of this roof. That access tube should get you up there.
All right, I'll head for the top.
is under some steep security. Heck, Rajan is carrying half of it at all times. To get at the goods, I'll need to gather some more information. Sly will plant a bug in Rajan's office, while I lift the spice operation blueprints off the Spice Lord while he makes his rounds. Unfortunately, while we're collecting intelligence on him, he'll be collecting data on us with an elephant-driven satellite array. Take it out, or he'll be able to intercept all of our communications.
Rajan is able to monitor all of our communications out here with that elephant-driven satellite array.
That's pretty grim. You got a plan for shutting it down?
Don't I always? Now, the local spice plants are illegal for good reason. Eat too many, and you'll go into a fit of uncontrolled rage.
Keep that stuff away from Murray. Oh, wait, I get it. I put some spice plants in the elephant's feed bag. He chows down, gets all crazy, and then presto, the satellite's in pieces.
A crude interpretation of the plan, but accurate. The trick here is harvesting the spice plants. You'll have to do some serious climbing, as they only grow high up in the jungle canopy. Slide, now take all the spice plants you've collected to the elephant's feed basket.
Sayonara, satellite array.
Well, that worked, kind of.
Slide, the insect in that pool is a rare Indian water bug. If you can carry it into Rajan's office, its wings will transmit local sound waves at a frequency I can monitor.
Let me get this straight. We're gonna bug Rajan's office with a bug?
It is an elegant plan, I agree. Now pay attention. That water bug can only survive in stagnant pools. If kept out of water too long, it'll become unhappy and likely draw the attention of local guards.
Looks like there's a few pools along the way to Rajan's office. A short swim every now and then should keep our little friend quiet.
is not easy. Getting into Danger John's office is easy, but trying to get this little bug happy is not. took longer than it needed to. Whoops. Ow.
As I expected, Rajan is out for his daily tour of the operation. My sources claim he always carries 3 blueprints on him, which, when read together, tell you everything about his spice operation.
Too bad he doesn't have that section of the clockwork heart we saw during the recon. You could just pump him full of sleep darts and we could all go home.
Unfortunately, my sleep darts aren't powerful enough to affect Rajan.
What? How are you gonna get at those blueprints?
Rajan has an insatiable appetite for Indian watermelons, which, if eaten whole, will force even him to nod off for a while. Once he's asleep, I'll creep in and lift the blueprints.
That's fine and all, but how do you plan on luring him over to the watermelons?
I've equipped my sleep darts with a sonic disruptor. The strange sounds they make should be enough to lead the ever-curious Rajan from place to place.
Paper in the glass.
She's been a real thing too.
Yeah, I don't know why, but something's wrong with the sweet potatoes.
Like, what do you mean?
So, you know how it says pour the packet into boiling water and stir it and make the sweet potatoes? It's not doing that.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. Sorry.
Paper in the glass. Paper in the glass.
This is so hard. the guards that get me, and then Rajan comes and gets me.
What? The blueprints! They have been stolen!
Good set of blueprints. Great field work, Bentley. You're really getting the hang of this.
I've got some bad news. Rajan has gone into hiding somewhere in the temple. I guess the destruction of his satellite array and my invasion of his personal space to get the blueprints spooked him. To get his portion of the clockwork heart, we'll need to drive him out into the open. Given Rajan's spice-addled temper, I'd recommend making him angry. First, we'll destroy the center of his operation, the spice grinder. Then we'll demolish the dam above the temple in an attempt to flood him out. If that doesn't work, I've made arrangements to exchange one of the temple's facade rubies for some high explosives, which, if necessary, we can use to flood the whole temple grotto. If my psychological profile is accurate, Rajan should pick up the other half of the clockwork heart before making his escape, effectively bringing it to us.
These are many members of the Black Market, you see. They have no right to work in my territory.
At some point, sorry guys, at some point in the next episode, we're going to need like 600 coins to get a paraglider, so I highly recommend grabbing what coins you can here to make it a little easier to get that.
over. We meet again.
Constable Mila, thanks for not ratting me out back at the ball.
I should be thanking you. The look on Carmelita's face was priceless.
She took it hard, huh?
No one likes to have their affections flayed.
I know I said nothing. Look, Mila, as soon as this India job is over, why don't you and I go out on the town? We'll dance through Bollywood and eat curry all night long.
I'll keep it in mind. But first, the task at hand. I've learned of a secret entrance leading to half of the Clockwork Heart. Legally, I can't enter the premises without a warrant. But now a thief like you...
A thief like me can go wherever he pleases. I read you.
Don't fall behind while I lead you to the entrance. This place is thick with guards, and standing still can be lethal.
I hear that, sister.
push comes to shove, I never showed you this door. And we're on for that date in Bollywood.
There it is, just like Neela said.
In order to lower the clockwork heart, you'll need access to that control box. But it's locked down tight.
Oh, I'm sure these guards won't mind if I borrow their keys.
That's it. Half the clockwork heart. The spice won't be growing around here anytime soon.
be careful. But the upside is once you drop the heart, it kills them for you, so it's kind of a win-win.
We've been contracted to acquire that huge ruby of Rajan's for a local crime ring. In exchange for the goods, they'll set us up with a cherry bomb 500 for the heist.
A cherry bomb 500? That's a lot of cake.
Trust me, we'll need it. To get that ruby free from its moorings, you might have to whack it a few times with your cane.
I'm on it.
Murray, you're on. Slice knocked the ruby loose, and now we need your muscle to get it to the buyers.
Muscle on the way.
Murray, you can pick up a ruby with your stomp move. Despite its size, that rock is really fragile. Bentley will run ahead and inflate cushions that are safe to throw the ruby onto. Use them, or this operation's a bust. Now, head out to our rendezvous near the waterfall.
purchase it. Take it to our buyer and complete the contract.
I must say, the Cooper gang certainly lives up to its reputation. This is a true Indian treasure. We will honor the bargain and provide a cherry bomb 500 at the time the totem requests.
I gotta say the missions where you have to carry something while avoiding the guards is very annoying because on the missions where you need to avoid guards the most, you end up with a huge amount of them. Whoops. Not again. You end up with a huge amount of them to where it's almost impossible to avoid them. Missions where we don't really need to worry about guards as much. It just seems like there's not as many out and about. Alright, that's 2 slice missions. 3 is over there. So that must be the spice grinder. I think the nice part about 3, if I remember correctly, is we actually get the ability to just at the value of those coins or any treasure we collect automatically to our stash of coins. Which is super nice. I wish 2 did that, but
According to
it is what
Rajan's
it is.
blueprints, you were near the spice grinding facility. However, the passage is blocked by those laser fences.
Looks like they're using TNT to create these catacombs. Maybe I can borrow some to destroy the fences. You're the demolitions expert. How am I supposed to use that stuff?
Oh, it's simple. Just jump in, lock the barrel to your target, jump out, and get clear of the blast radius. But be careful around floor lasers, Sly. The TNT barrels won't work on them.
Attention guns. Make sure all laser traces are operational to protect the spice grinder.
I'm within visual range of the spice grinder. What's next?
Rajan won't come out of hiding while spice is still being manufactured. If we destroy the grinder, he'll be out of business and have no reason to stick around the temple.
Great. We do the world a favor and Rajan's forced out into the open.
Start by getting a hold of that TNT down there. It's worth mentioning that guards won't be able to detect you if you stay still while in the TNT barrel.
Nice. An explosive disguise.
Place the explosive near that grinding wheel, and it'll be blown to bits.
Sorry, Sly. Sorry, Sly. Good grief. Alright, come on. tricky, guys, because I can't remember how we got past this. I know how we get past the guards down below, but the ones up top, not so much.
Make sure to get the TNT barrel into that basin filled with spice dust.
Alright. Now, other than timing the searchlights and the lasers, we shouldn't have any more problem trying to get that up there. I forgot that I had to go up the pipe to take out those guards first. the obvious, dude. Just need to get Bentley and we'll be done with this section. Excuse me.
Rajan's holed up in his temple. Got any ideas to force him out of hiding?
My research indicates that tigers have an aversion to water. If I destroy that dam, the temple will be filled with a runoff.
Flooding about, huh? Good plan. But I don't think your bombs are strong enough to do the job.
You're correct. Fortunately, while monitoring the bug in Rajan's office, I overheard that a new autopilot attack helicopter had just arrived. It's sitting inside this truck.
Stay sharp. That dam is sure to be well protected.
Okay, you gotta keep an eye on the dark brown missiles, but also keep an eye on the helicopters that try to get closer, because they're usually getting closer to try to take you down. So keep an eye on the helicopters as best you can, but also make sure you get a few hits on the dam, otherwise you'll be playing this forever.
Partial flooding didn't work, so it's time to go the distance. Blowing up the temple's elephant mouth should turn this grotto into a swimming pool. I'll cover Murray from the chopper's gun turret while he pries the mouth open. Once that's done, Sly will need to walk the Cherry Bomb 500 into the throat. Then get to high ground as fast as you can. Rajan is sure to show up and be extra angry. Jump him, snag his half of the clockwork heart, and we're out of here. bombs on Murray. You'll never be able to get that mouth open unless I destroy all of them.
All clear for my position. How are you coming on that lever, Murray?
I'm working on it!
Hit buttons fast to keep your strength up.
Yes! The Murray's might and muscle triumphs again! The mouth is open! You're all clear to bring in the cherry bomb while I'm hungry! Black clouds and thunderbolts! My spice temple! Ruined! I will no longer hide while you villains destroy my hard-won empire! This place is mine! Here I am king! Come, face me, cougar! With Clockwork's black heart, I will show you true power! You are nothing! Come face the might of Rajan, lord of these hills!
Look, when we try to tick someone off, we really do the job.
Yes, you do seem to have quite a talent for it.
Constable Mila, slumming it with the thieves again?
That man is an illegal spice trader. He should be brought to justice.
All I'm after is the Clockwork part. You want me taken down, and the bust is all yours.
Just try to keep up.
What are you doing?
Oh, fly! I'm coming, buddy! This is it? This is the Cooper gang I've heard so much about and feared these long hours? The Murray will renew your fear. Who's the Murray? All I see is a fat, pathetic weakling. I might be big and not as smart as the other guys, but one thing I'm not is weak.
Darn it.
Fat, pathetic weakling.
No, it's more. My timing is off.
Smash this fool.
Yeah.
Defend your lord.
Darn it. When he actually invites the guards down, it is nice because then you can heal yourself. But if you're still not careful with him, he can still kick your butt.
Dispatch this fool.
this one's tricky. I also noticed if you can actually get Rajan backed into the fence, it helps take him down a little faster.
Happy day.
What? Neela! Throw down the ladder! Slide's hurt real bad! Can you hear me? I said Slide's hurt!
There they are, Contessa. Just as I promised. The Cooper Gang and Rajan are all incapacitated.
Excellent police work. I'll speak to you. Carmelita's never been able to catch the Cooper Gang. Yet you captured them in just a few short weeks.
Well, I never...
Really, Carmelita. Except your defeat Preston.
Actually, Contessa, there's a good reason Inspector Fox never caught the Cooper Gang. She's been leagued with them the whole time. Liar! Prove it! This is a photo of Carmelita dancing with Sly Cooper on the night the Clockwork Wings were stolen. But I didn't know I was dancing with Cooper.
It could certainly seem very familiar in this picture. Ned, place Inspector Fox under arrest.
I'll get you, Mila. Don't think I won't.
Such a pity when an officer falls for moonlight.
Yes, indeed.
Double-crossing, cockney, liar! Well, statistically improbable. I had to face the facts. Zila had betrayed us, my teammates were captured, and I was all alone. While intellectually inferior, Sly and Murray had always been a rich source of sociological interest. The long walk out of the jungle gave me time to reflect, and with each passing step, my sense of isolation grew. Shockingly, my comrade's absence had a profound emotional effect on me. This was it. This was the true test of friendship. Upon reaching the van, my resolve was hardened. I had to save my friends. But first things first, I had to learn how to drive a stick shift.
It's almost midnight.
Yeah, I'll just get to the next one and save it when we're in the safe house. Now, the Contessa, I believe, has 2 episodes as well, but I can't remember for sure.
Sleepless week of data crunching, but I eventually tracked down the location of my friends, locked away in the mysterious towers of crime. At the moment, they're the unwilling guests of Interpol's most renowned prison warden, the Contessa. While still a criminal psychology student, she entered into a whirlwind romance and married a wealthy aristocrat. Sadly, the union was short-lived, as the general suspiciously died a few weeks after the ceremony. The widowed Contessa put her education and newly acquired estate to work by opening a criminal rehabilitation center. Her pioneering use of hypnotherapy has produced some good results, and subsequently earned her a prominent position within Interpol. My friends are locked up somewhere in the clinic and are slated for the Contessa's Good Samaritan brainwashing. If I don't bust them out soon, they'll be working a 9-to-5 job selling shoes, and I'll be out 2 best friends.
Alright, guys. It's getting late here, so I'm gonna call it a night here, but hey, we made a lot of progress. We got through both episodes of Rajan's little temper tantrum, I guess is the best way to describe it. And now you guys know why I said the gang was gonna get split up. Bentley's going to be put through his paces on this one, but I digress. I am definitely going to call it a night here, though. On the next one, we will save the gang and get the Clockwork Eyes, and then see where we go from there. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next one. Night, everybody.